Sisimulan na ng House Justice Committee sa March 25 ang hearing proper para sa dalawang impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Kasunod yan ang pagdeklara ng komite na sufficient in grounds ang dalawang reklamo. Ayon naman sa Defense Counsel ng Bise, hindi obligasyon ni Duterte na dumalo sa mga pagdinig. May unang balita si Tina Panganiban Perez.
Uusad na sa hearing proper ang ikatlo at ika-apat na impeachment complaints laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte kasunod ng pagpapasya ng House Justice Committee.
The chair declares the third impeachment complaint, the fourth impeachment complaint is declared sufficient in grounds.
May nagtangkang kumontra.
We should have determined the sufficiency in ground before we voted for sufficiency in form and substance.
We need to provide him a copy of the rules. Again, the proceeding before the Justice Committee, Honorable Marcoleta, is summarized into 5. And you can confirm this from the rules of impeachment adopted by the 20th Congress. 1 is form, 2 is substance, 3 is ground, 4th is hearing proper, and 5th is the determination of probable cause. After that, we go to the plenary.
Basahin po natin yung rules para hindi po tayo nalilito at nang sa ganun po ay maiwasan po natin yung mga tanong na maliwanag naman po sa ating rules.
Isinusulong na grounds o basehan ng dalawang reklamo ang culpable violation of the Constitution, betrayal of public trust, graft and corruption, bribery, and other high crimes. Kabilang sa mga alegasyon ang umano'y maling paggamit ng bise ng kanyang confidential funds, umano'y di maipaliwanag na yaman, at umano'y pagbabanta sa buhay ng Pangulo. Sa Consolidated Verified Answer ad cautelam ni Duterte, pinulaan niya ang komite saan niya'y double standard nito sa pagtalakay ng impeachment complaints laban sa kanya at kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Hindi ito gaanong tinalakay ng komite dahil hindi naman daw isa-isang sinagot ang mga alegasyon.
It alleges violation of due process and failure to state ultimate facts. And these are matters which should not be addressed to the Justice Committee. This should be addressed to the Supreme Court via a petition. I maintain the position that the committee observed the necessary requirement of due process. As a matter of fact, the filing of answer is part of due process.
Nakatakda sa March 25 ang unang araw ng hearing proper. Ayon kay Luistro, bibigyan ng notice si Duterte at ang mga complainant para humarap sa komite.
So this will be a mini trial, should I say, no? Because the full-blown trial will happen in the Senate. What is important is to give ample opportunity to the complainant to present their witness and evidence per ground.
Nasa bise na raw kung dadalo siya sa pagdinig.
I think this is her prerogative. Her presence during the hearing proper and even her presentation of evidence is actually part of her right to due process.
Hindi pa tinalakay ng komite ang mga mosyon ni Akbayan Party List Representative Chel Jokno para kunin ng House Committee on Justice ang protective custody sa nagpakilalang dating aide ni VP Duterte na si Ramil Madriaga at sa pagsabina sa mga financial records na konektado sa bise. Tatalakayin daw ito sa hearing proper. Ang abogado ni Duterte muling iginiit na may malalim na depekto ang mga reklamo laban sa pangalawang Pangulo at wala umanong matitibay na basehan ang mga parata.
Our position remains unchanged. No, the complaints for us really suffer from a fundamental defect because they are based on conclusions, speculations, on narratives that are not anchored on the ultimate facts na sinasabi na rin natin sa answer namin.
Ipinaliwanag din ni POA kung bakit hindi detalyado ang isinumite nilang sagot.
I think we have to remind the public na sa ating legal system, it is not up to the defense to prove the case of the complainants. It is the complainants that have the burden to prove their allegations.
Sa tingin ng political analyst na si Attorney Paulo Tamase, posibleng stratehiya ang matipid na tugon ni Duterte.
I think the advantage is that it keeps her cards close to her chest. mahihirapan or mag-add ng complication yun on the part of the prosecution na hindi nila alam kung mayroong possible na ebidensya si VP Sara to defend herself. Hindi din nila mapaghahandaan there for as much as they would probably want to yung kaso.
Well, talaga namang ang Senate trial, doon naman talaga ang magiging pagsusuri nito o paglilitis nitong kaso na ito. But as to strategy or not, even if it were a strategy, of course, it's not something for me to disclose.
Pero kung stratehiya man daw, nagbabala si Tamase sa posibleng panganib ng ganitong hakbang.
Disadvantage nga is, binibigyan din niya ng fuel kahit paano yung perception nga na hindi ginagalang ng Vice President yung proseso. Or hindi sineseryoso itong proseso na hinahanap sana yung pananagutan sa kanya.
Pagdating sa hearing proper ng Kamara, ayon kay POA, walang obligasyong dumalo ang bise, pero handa raw sila.
This is not something we did not expect naman. No? So, meaning this was quite expected. And we are ready to proceed.
Ito ang unang balita. Tina Panganiban Perez para sa GMA Integrated News.